Greetings. This is Sports Chat with Nat. I'm Natalie W. Baker. If you haven't already, please subscribe. This is week number 10 NFL pregame predictions. All right, listen, guys. Week number 10 started on Thursday night when the Miami Dolphins stunned the Baltimore Ravens. Tua walked off the field with the game ball in his injured hand. Now, he relieved Jacoby Brissett. Now, Tua threw for 158 yards, and he relieved Jacoby Brissett, who threw for 156 yards. Now, the Dolphins were just on it. That was upset number one of the week, okay? Now, the Ravens, it busted up their 51 regular season games with at least 14 points. The second longest such streak in the NFL. Now, that was behind the 63 game run by, you know who, New England Patriots from 2009 to 2013. Now, John Harbaugh, he said it was coaching. He said it starts with me. I didn't do a good job getting these guys ready. Now, Lamar Jackson threw 43 passes. Now, you know, 43 passes and he only had 238 yards. That's not good. I digress. So the Baltimore Ravens set at 6-3 now, but they're still atop of the AFC North Division. Now, the first game up on the scoreboard this week is the Falcons at the Cowboys. The Cowboys were upset last week by the Denver Broncos, 30-16. Nobody saw that coming because Dallas was ranked number one in offense. I said that last week. So now, the defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, is going back to Atlanta for the first time since he was fired. And the reporter asked Dan, how you feeling? How you feeling about it? Dan said, I ain't got time to worry about that. We got too much blank to fix, so I can't stroll down memory lane. They had a problem stopping the run. So if Ezekiel, let me get it right. The Broncos ran for 190 yards on them, and the Cowboys had the season high 14 missed tackles. So Quinn is arguably upset, and he wants to make a good impression going back to the Falcons. Now, with all of that being said, Matt Ryan was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He had 343 yards. He said that he and Dan Quinn talk on a regular basis, but when they hit the field on Sunday, no more talking. We trying to win. Now, Calvin Ridley. Last week I couldn't remember his name, but he has been placed on non-football injury list, which means he will miss at least 3 games. Now, he is dealing with his mental health issues, and Hayden Hurst, also an Atlanta Falcon, who has dealt with anxiety and depression for some years, he posted a video. I'm going to try to upload that to the YouTube channel. But nearly 1 in 5 Americans suffer from a diagnosable mental health condition. Now, he says just keep fighting. There's help. And I am going to post it because there's a contact number for you if you need mental health assistance. People, we must erase that stigma. We must erase the stigma of mental health. Okay, that's the public service announcement for this week. We're moving on. Okay, so back to the Cowboys and the Falcons. Now, Randy Gregory is out for the Cowboys. He is suffering with a strained calf. He's the third Dallas Cowboy to have that injury, same thing Dak Prescott had. Now, the prediction for that game, I have the Cowboys 38, the Falcons 31. I believe it's going to be a high-scoring game, so there we have it. The next game up is the Saints at the Titans. Now, the Tennessee Titans are 7-2, and they have the NFL's longest active winning streak at 5. Okay? Now, halfway through the season, with Derrick Henry out, he is still leading all rushers. Now, their last 4 victories, the Titans, were against playoff teams from last year. So, the Titans have 7 interceptions and 4 fumble recoveries in their past 5 games. Okay? Now, the only player in the league this season to score on a fumble recovery and a pick 6, he's on the Titans. And that would be Kevin Byard. Byard. All right, here we go. Now, the Titans are also tied for 5th with 23 sacks. Moving right along. So, we got the Saints are still in disarray with Jameis Winston going out. And Trevor Siemian, he spent times last year with the Titans. But, all right, here we go. He's playing for the Saints now. So, here we are. My prediction is the Titans 21, Saints 14. Because last week, the Saints were upset by the Falcons. All right, now moving right along. Next game up, Jaguars at the Colts. Now, last week, the Colts beat the Jets 45-30. So, here we go. And the Jaguars upset the Bills last week 6-9. Listen, the Colts don't play like a 4-5 team, but they have won 3 of their last 4. And Carson Wentz, I told you last week, he's playing like a new quarterback since he left the Eagles. Now, Buffalo was the Jags didn't let them score a touchdown at all. However, I do believe that the Colts, with the number 2 rusher, Jonathan Taylor, I do believe that they're going to beat those Jaguars 24-12. Next game up, Browns at the Patriots. Now, Cleveland is 5-4, and the Patriots are 5-4. Baker Mayfield, I told y'all last week. Look at me. I told y'all last week. Baker was going to have a good game. I told you Cleveland was going to have a good game. They put up 41 points. However, this week, Odell Beckham is gone. He was gone last week, but he's really gone this week. Nick Chubb is out. He's COVID. All right, so Baker's shoulder still been an issue. Both teams are 5-4. But let me give you just a few stats. All right, points per game. The Browns, 24.9. The Patriots, 25.6. Points allowed per game. Browns, 21.8. Patriots, 18.9. Yards passing. Browns, 235. Patriots, 253. Now, Mac Jones for the Patriots, he's having a pretty good game. They started out 1-3. And they've won 4 in a row. Now, yards rushing. No, they're not too even. But passing yards allowed, 244 to 246. Now, all of that being said, I'm picking the Patriots 28-21. Although the Browns upset the Bengals last week, Bill Belichick is going to be ready. And I think he's going to shut down whatever offense Baker Mayfield tries to throw at them. Next game on the list, the Bills at the Jets. Now, I just told you the Bills got upset last week by the Jags. Now, they're playing the Jets, who are just riding high. So, let's see. Mike White, who is the backup to the backup, is getting his 3rd straight start for the Jets. Now, the Bills are still feeling, I'm sure, a bit embarrassed because they didn't even score a touchdown, marking the first time this has happened since their 18-10 win over the Jets last October. The Buffalo Bills last week generated just 17 first downs, ending Listen, guys, a 23-game run of 20 or more first downs. Now, with all of those stats, I'm picking the Bills 31, Jets 21. Next game up, Detroit Lions at the Pittsburgh Steelers. You see Jerome. I move right along. Now, Pat Freiermuth, the second round draft pick. He has become one of Ben's biggest targets. Now, he's 6'5". That should be a good target, right? He has, let me make sure I say it right, 4 touchdowns that have come from 10 yards or less. Oh, he's 6'5". Thank you, thank you, thank you. He reminds me of Heath Miller. He's kind of taken over what Ebron was supposed to be doing. But, let's see, Ebron's supposed to be coming back tomorrow. But you know what I found out since I got these notes the other day? Ben is out. Ben is out with COVID. So, that looks like we got Mason Rudolph and whatever else is behind him today. Okay, now TJ Watt. TJ Watt had 3 sacks last week against the Bears and has 11.5 on the season. So, the Lions are still the only winless team, and they are trying to avoid what they did in 2008, go 0-16. Now, Watt has 61 career sacks, which is 5th in franchise history. Watt is just in his 5th season with the Steelers. Now, Najee, I told you last week he was scored a touchdown every game in October, and now he has, let me make sure I read it right, Najee has scored 1 touchdown in each of Pittsburgh's last 5 games, okay? Now, a bit of a celebration for Mike Tomlin. He reached his 150th career win. He is the 4th fastest to reach that goal. He did it in 232 games. And so that was a big celebration for them. And I am picking the Steelers to win 21-14 over those Detroit Lions. Next game up, Buccaneers at the Washington football team. The Super Bowl Buccaneers, they're going to return to the site where they where they got their first wild card victory last year against the Washington football team, who still doesn't have a name. Now, Washington has lost 6 of 8, so pretty much they out of the running. But see, they can be a spoiler. And Taylor Heineke from ODU in Virginia, he's doing pretty good. Now, when they first met him, that was a surprise because he was being the starter relieving Alex Smith. No surprise, they got 2 months of film on him, so they're not going to be surprised. But the Bucs are leading in passing offense, 327 yards per game, and scoring 32.5 points per game. And Brady is 2,650 yards thus far, and a league high 25 touchdowns through 8 games. They were on a bye last week, so he's well rested. All of that information out on the table. I am picking the Buccaneers 42-20. 42-20. Next game up, Panthers at the Cardinals. The Panthers hired Cam Newton back, guys. He is so excited to be back in Carolina. He is just tickled pink, and Carolina's glad to have him back. But they are going up against the Arizona Cardinals, who are riding high. They've only lost that 1 game. They are 8-1, and the Panthers are 4-5. Now, they are in Arizona, and Kyler Murray is not playing again, and Colt McCoy is ready. Now, Arizona, let me give you a little bit of info. The Cardinals, they were undefeated for a reason. Their defense is ranked 1st, points per game allowed, and in turnovers. second in yards per game allowed, 321, and they are third in sacks, 25. Now, the defensive coordinator know he's going to have to change up some stuff because he said the team's got 2 months of film on you, and so it's going to be some changes in November and December. Now, last week, y'all ready for this? Colt McCoy, 22 of 26 for 247 yards, and James Conner, former Pittsburgh Steeler, is tied for the NFL's lead in rushing touchdowns with 10. Give him a good offensive line, he can do some damage. Now, so the Panthers, they're desperate for a win. Cam says it's a must-win game. Well, I don't think they're going to win. I'm glad he's back, and I'm happy for him and Christian McCaffrey. They're trying to work him back in. He's been out about 5 games with that hamstring injury, but he's back. Oh, I'm happy, Cam. Welcome back. But the Cardinals, I believe, are going to win that game, and I have that score as 31-21. Next game up, Vikings at the Chargers. Now, the Minnesota Vikings are 3-5. Their 5 losses have been by a total of 18 points, guys, and 2 of them were in overtime. Now, they've got 5 players on the COVID list, all right, and Dalvin Cook is facing a lawsuit from a former girlfriend about an altercation that happened last year. The Chargers are 5-3, and they are the points allowed. The points per game are 24.3 for the Vikings and 24.9 for the Chargers. That's points per game. Points allowed per game. The Vikings 23.9, Chargers 25.1. But I am going to pick the Chargers 21-14. I think Justin Hurts is going to have a better game than Kirk Cousins. I just believe it. Moving right along to the Broncos and the Eagles. The Eagles are at the Broncos, and last week the Broncos upset those Cowboys 30-16. So Teddy Bridgewater is the 3rd most accurate passer in the league at 70%, and the Broncos are an impressive 10 of 13 on 4th downs. And they've limited their opponents to just 4 of 16. All right? Dallas was 0-4 last week. The Eagles are 3-2 on the road and 0-4 at home. So they're on the road, so they're a little better on the road. But now, what is it? Jalen Hurts, he has 1,981 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Teddy Bridgewater, 2,163 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But I'm going to give that game to Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos 21-14. Next game up on the scoreboard, Seattle and Green Bay. Now, at the beginning of the season, this was billed as one of the games of the week because of Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Now, this time last week, we didn't know that Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers would be playing. Guess what, guys? Both of them are playing. They say Aaron has cleared protocol. He might be. I ain't going to say it. I was going to say he might be lying, but I don't know. They only fined him $14,000. And they only fined the Packers $300,000. But we're not going to dwell on that today. But they had to try to get the ratings up. Now, Russell, they said that he would be healing fast. We thought that. He had no limits in practice last week, Pete Carroll said. So he's going to play, and Aaron Rodgers is going to play. That game, guys, is at 4:25 on CBS. I am picking the Packers 30-28. Let me make sure let me see what I got to tell you. Let me tell you this. Russell Wilson, he's been out a couple of weeks, but he has 1,196 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. Aaron Rodgers, 1,894 yards, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Okay? Now, Seattle, points per game, 24.6. Green Bay, 24.5. One more stat for you. Points allowed. Seattle, 25.2. Green Bay, 23.6. COVID makes you a little weak. I suspect Aaron's going to be a little rusty. Russell's going to be a little rusty. But I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers, 30-28. Next game up, Chiefs and the Raiders. Now, last week, the Raiders were upset by the Giants, 23-16. Patrick's been saying he's going to get better. Now, the Chiefs have they've picked up, I can't say it right now, but I'm going to move on. The Chiefs, 21, Raiders, 20. I still believe there's some trouble in the camp over there in Raiderville. Both teams, the Raiders are 5-3, the Chiefs are 5-4. But I do believe that the Chiefs are going to be a little bit better. I do. So I give them that 1 point. And Monday night, the Rams at the 49ers. Von Miller got hurt already. He didn't practice. But we're going to give the game still to the Rams, 30-14. So, listen, guys. The contest I tried last week didn't work. So I'm trying to gift card giveaway once again. All I need you to do, in the comments, please write what you think the score of your game is going to be. Write the score in the comments. If you're a replay watcher and the game has already played, you can enter too by putting the name of your team in the comments. Hey, I'm giving everybody a chance. Let's make it interesting. Put something in the comments. I will put your name in the hat, write it on a little piece of paper, and we will draw that live Thursday night chat on Facebook. So you got several days to enter. So replay watchers, if the game has already been played and you're watching this after Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, write your team name in the comments. I will still enter you in the contest. I'm giving away a gift card. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. My name is Natalie W. Baker. This is Sports Chat with Nat. NFL predictions week number 10. The season is almost over, guys. I'm going to see you live on Facebook at halftime. Enjoy your game. Please don't forget to enter the contest. I'm giving away a gift card. Thank you so much. Bye.